trying to line it up.
Oh, okay, we're live. Stop complaining.
Enough said.
Okay. Now come look at what I got on here. This is funny.
What do you have on that?
Come look at this picture. I think it's funny.
Probably not showing what it is.
No, I know. Leave it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
What do you think that is?
That's pretty wild.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Look at. I called this. Let me see if it saved the name I made. Hold on. Look at. Can you read that?
Looks good.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Hey.
We're going.
So, are we going to tell people what this is right away, or are we going to have people guess?
What is?
No, you have a different view. This is the view.
Yeah, it's
It's
bizarre.
How bizarre.
How bizarre.
How bizarre.
Yeah. Do you think anybody can guess what it is from that angle?
I don't know.
I don't even know if anybody could guess what it is from the front angle either.
You gave it up though.
What?
Not saying what it is. We're saying what we was looking at.
What? I didn't say what that is.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
probably didn't.
Well, hi, Diane.
Okay. So
It looks a little crazy, though. Yeah.
it looks like a doll that hasn't been neutered yet.
It looks like a what?
A doll that hasn't been neutered.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would buy vintage whiskey in a dog that hasn't been neutered shaped bottle, though.
All right,
That seems unappetizing.
But you need to. So I have a lot that I need to do. Someone.
Okay, go for it.
How many glass? All right.
Okay.
Mm.
Do you want to, like...
I want to like what? What would I like to do?
I got one whole card for out of one sheet.
Jamie,
I know.
I can do the others and just trim it.
No, that's not why.
It's a lot happening.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys. So we're gonna do a little crafting today, and I do have to tell you, Jamie has 2 of my trimmers over there and a 12 by 12 piece of paper.
I swear to God, the paper was crooked.
And she's having a bit of a day that the trimmer is crooked.
No, the paper was not square.
Paper is crooked. And so somehow, after all of that trimming, out of a 12 by 12, she got a single A2 card.
These are all too small.
There you go.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the paper's fault.
It is clearly the paper's fault. Yeah. Okay.
Good. Okay. You got it. Sweet. Okay. So we got. Well, anyhow, we'll move on.
Okay.
You got it. Moving on.
Do you want to move on? Okay.
Let's do it. All right. So this here.
I feel like that's wasn't that Bismarcky? No, that's Tone Loc.
I don't know what this is like. Wild thing.
How are you going to even show this?
I don't know. I got it right here. So this here is a.
Hold it down.
It's a Mount St. Helens decanter that I found in I was at the cabin in Idaho, and I got this from a little spot called Fuzzies. I climbed all the way up to the top to grab it, and to my surprise, it was actually filled with Jim Beam. Look in here. So this is 1980. This is 1980s, and yeah, I opened it up by accident.
Over and show people. Oh, sorry. I know, right? Stop being bossy.
This is all good. All right, so here we go. So here's the cool thing about it. So apparently, this stuff right here in that little vial is supposed to be Mount St. Helens ash that they collected.
Apparently, and supposed to be ash. Like you think somebody actually
What it
took the
is?
ash out and put in fake ash?
Yeah, I know. Well, it's Mount St. Helens. Well, I wasn't there.
rumor
Yeah, I know.
is-
The rumor has it. Right? Yeah. So that's the best thing. So yeah. So this here guy, I opened it up by accident. I didn't know it was filled with liquor. So this is 40-year-old Jim Beam in here. I mean, this is such a cool decanter. I mean, for the class, I love it.
It was actually branded.
Okay, so we're gonna try to pop this guy. Oh, there we go. Let's see. So, woo! Here's to 40-year-old. Hopefully. Look at
You
that.
gotta pour with gusto. You're dribbling it all over the
No, I'm not
bottle.
pouring no more than that.
Oh, just in case?
Now to make sure I gotta smell it.
Oh, yeah, make sure.
I don't know, something, I don't know. It's different, but it smells like alcohol. Smell like...
Look at you got half of it on the thing right there.
Leave that alone.
I was wiping off the bottle.
No, don't wipe, leave the bottle alone.
Yeah, you just spilled it all down the bottle.
It's totally fine.
What?
It survived 40 years. It is
being
okay.
unopened until you got your hands on
All
it.
right, so here we go.
That looks really thick.
That looks different, doesn't it? It
looks-
smells.
Let me smell.
It smells like definitely
It
whiskey.
smells like...
Oh my God! Stuff from the 80s is now aged.
It's suburban.
Oh,
So this is a
This is
40-year
classic vintage.
40 plus year bourbon, right?
Because I think it was 1980.
1980.
Is
It
that
came
the
out
year
with
on
it. Yeah, well, that's when it's come out, 1980.
Okay.
So
I'm
we
not
have
you,
that.
You have alcohol in your fingers.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, 1980. So it's 45-year-old.
45-year-old bourbon. So this is going to be interesting.
Oh.
Good aged bourbon is great, but to find one in a small pub in a little town of 300 people might be extraordinary. So here goes nothing. If I want to my final will and decree that I'm going to leave everything to my sister in Las Vegas, so she has the power of attorney of my estate, because Brooke would just spend everything and won't share. We was about to say something. Okay. Thank you very much for playing along.
I am declaring him not of sound mind and body.
Shh, hold on, wait. Let me get this.
Everyone who agrees, say yes.
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 Woo! Shit. Yeah. Winner, chicken dinner.
When you opened it,
Good bourbon, baby. It's delicious. Woo! I hit the jackpot on this one. Jackpot. Give me my bourbon.
I'll take it with you.
You're not drinking it. All right, go ahead and cry.
Hey, don't drink it all though, because it's making a mess and you'll spill half of it. If you don't,
I'm taking
you've already spilled half of what you poured.
This is great. Great.
Hey, come back here.
I don't think you're getting it back. He needs a moment with his bourbon.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
You started crying. Oh, okay. Yeah.
God.
Should I cut this one down into card fronts as well?
I think we're probably good on card fronts there, Jamie. I think we got 6 or 7. I was only gonna...
No, you only got 5.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So yeah, okay. So she told me I had to say I took off too excited, and not to say anything to anyone else about this. So yeah, this is great bourbon. So I tell you what, if you're in the store and you would like to try some 40-year-old bourbon, I have a little cup here. I'll share it. I'm gonna share it.
Oh.
'Cause I got a good deal on it. So I'm not gonna even front like I paid up. I got a good deal on
Because
it.
neither he nor the lady selling it
Knew it was bourbon in that. So here we go.
that it was, and not just bourbon, but sealed.
Seal, this is awesome.
So
Okay.
is this, can I just ask you a question? I just would like to hold it. I am not going to drink it all. I promise. Is this thicker than usual? Because it looks like the viscosity is a little thicker.
Well, that's what I was asking. When you opened it, what was the level in the bottle? Because maybe some of it...
He unsealed it
Unsealed it, yeah.
just this past weekend.
Now tell me.
Yeah. He ripped the paper. He ripped the paper.
Well, but
yeah.
it's a glass bottle and it had a cork?
A screw top and a cork on top.
So that doesn't necessarily prevent all
I
evaporation
know, right? It's pretty nice. It could be some
after
evaporation
40
in there.
years.
Yeah.
So that would make things
would
more
agree.
concentrated.
Will
Very
tell you there was
concentrated.
some dust helping to seal things.
Oh, you got to start crying.
Okay. All right.
Enjoy this.
So, you guys. Anyways, All right, friends. We have new goodies to show you. Ah. Okay. These will all be checked in tomorrow. I'm so excited. This is a really, really fun batch of new Waffle Flower goodies. Will you hand me the actual die that goes with the postage collage stamp stuff? Okay. So, for those of you guys that are loving the postage collage, we are very excited to bring in a whole bunch of new stamps that go with this in a different way. So, how the postage collage has worked in the past is it's these layered stencils. You cut this out and it makes these little images. These ones are these really fabulous silhouette stamps, which means you can use them with postage collage or you can use them with all kinds of other things, and they're little, so they're going to fit in so much, so many different spaces. So
you can also use them for scene building.
And scene building, yes. So, okay, so who's all here? Diane, hello, and Donna. Hi, Donna. Donna says she'll join us when you have aged, unopened 45-year-old tequila. Kelly, hi Kelly. And Heather is here. Hi Heather. And all right. So, okay. So the postage collage die, this was out of stock. It is now back in stock. This one is $19.99. And then wait till you guys see this. So the postage collage butterflies, let me go grab, hang on just one second. Let me grab just a couple of things. Okay. Kind of just grab something like this. Okay. So with the original way that this was working, you would have your, your die here, and you'd have these layered stencils, and the layered stencils would put these perfectly sized multicolored images in each panel, and you can tear them apart or use them just like this. Then they came out with this blocks stencil that works great with the postage collage because it will go right over that die cut. Okay, wait, I have to put it on the right way. Hold on, friends. There we go. It only goes right over it if I put it on the right way. Okay. And now what I can do is I can ink these really cool backgrounds, and I have just a little bit of a white border around it. So that is what I would do with like whatever kind of variety of ink I wanted to use. And that's where these silhouette stencils will come in amazing. And they're so dramatic. If you wanted to use it with this, if you wanted to use it with something else, then you've got some really cool silhouette options. Okay. So the postage collage butterflies, and you have even like this little, I don't know, fluffy of, no. Okay. So if you've got like a murder of crows and a herd of deer, what is a
flutter?
A flutter of butterflies?
I thought.
Is that it?
Or is it?
That makes sense. I was going to say a gaggle, but I think that's geese.
Gaggle is geese. Let me Google.
Okay, Google's coming. Well, hi, Susan. Okay, so all of these stamps are $15.99. And let's see. Because everybody is wondering about it right now, stamps are all made in the U.S. So $15.99. And then we have the Wild Bird set. You guys.
Oh. A large gathering of butterflies is called a kaleidoscope.
Whoa. Well, that was last on my guest list.
Or a swarm or a rabble. A cluster of butterflies is called a roost.
Wait, what was the difference? A cluster, what was the first thing?
A large gathering of butterflies
gathering. Okay.
is called a kaleidoscope.
Mm-hmm.
Other terms include swarm or rabble, and a cluster of butterflies is called a roost. I did not know that.
Okay. Well, there we go. Okay. So one of the things that I really like about this set, you guys, is that the birds they're small, which is really awesome. So you've got a flock of birds here in the sky. This to me looks like it would be a cardinal, but you have all of these different birds that can go in different scenes that you make, not just the postage collage, but the size of these is what is really unique for silhouette stamps. Okay, so this one is called Wild Birds. And then this one is so Northwest. It's fantastic. This one is called Forest Sunset. So if you are somebody who likes doing those, you know, like where you go kind of from a dark to light with your, like the sun setting, that kind of a thing. Yeah, these ones are a little bit different, but because that one is done with the dyes. Yeah, but actually I'll take that one. That'll work.
But it shows the silhouette.
It does, yeah. And so, what is this? All right, guys. What? Oh, wait. Is it a fox? Is it a sleeping fox? Huh. All right. So, here's the new question. You have the birds in the sky, which are cool. You have the little footprints. We've got all kinds of fun. But look at the size of all of these little animals. Oh, love this so much. Really excited about that. Any guesses what this is?
I would say that's a fox.
What is the fox doing?
It's sniffing the ground.
Oh.
Your stamp is just turned sideways.
I was thinking, is he like rolling around on his back? He just seems like, yeah, that's funny.
I think they just needed to fit him in.
I feel like his front legs and his back legs would be straighter, but
see the deer right there beside, they've done it on some other ones, so he's just crooked.
Yeah, I see that he's crooked. It's just that he's like, I don't know, he looks like he's gonna do a somersault. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so that one is Forest Sunset Collage. And then, because we love our lighthouses and seascapes and, you know, holiday summer right around the corner, this one is the Tropical Sunset. You guys, this is going to be a phenomenal set for doing your reds and your pinks and your oranges. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Plus, I mean, you got little dolphins, which might just be the cutest things ever. And then, what do you think this is?
Oh, that's that plant.
Is that
it's
cactus grass?
No,
or
it's a thing that sits on the ground that you don't touch because it's got spines on the side.
Oh, okay. Yep.
It's common.
Oh my God, look at this. This is so cool. They put in a pineapple plant. Yeah. That's really fun.
We had those. Okay. People had those in their gardens when I lived in Florida.
Yeah, we don't have those here, but usually you just get like a pineapple, so that's fun that we have the plant. Okay, so that one, my friends, is Tropical Sunset. Oh, maybe aloe? That's a good guess. I have no idea, but it could be. Or this one could be aloe.
When I was in Florida, they have bushy things that look like that, but they're like would come up to my chin. They're much bigger than aloe.
Oh. Well, and I guess it looks similar to what's at the bottom of this palm tree, so yeah, it would depend on. Anyway, okay. And then this guy. This is the Lake Sunset. So we have Tropical Sunset, Lake Sunset, Forest Sunset. And then we have Wild Butterflies and Wild Birds, okay? So these ones are kind of ones that you would sort of just build and kind of put the little guys in there. And then these are ones that are going to be really fantastic for scene building. Okay. So, very Northwest for forest. Tropical is going to be great for summer. And then this one is just freaking phenomenal, for, you know, doing like little ponds and water. Okay. So those are all here. Brand new. Okay. Next, I wanted to show you guys, oh, just as a kind of a general one, this is one that I think Kim made for us. Yeah. And this uses a die to cut out the paper. So you know, she didn't stencil and ink, but that's where the stencil would land, is right where this wood grain is. And then this is their Wildflowers silhouette stamp set that they have. That one's been out for a while. So that's just kind of to give you guys an idea. Okay. Now, let me see what I want to show you guys next. Okay. So it is unclear to me. One of these, well, I'm going to just show stuff because some of this stuff I think is releasing Monday, but what it said by the disclaimer is that I can't show, oh, I've already done it too, because I was already in the video. I can't show digital pictures until Monday, which means I can't send this out in email. So, okay. So do you guys remember this one? This is the postage cupcake die and stencil. So it has, can you see if on the bottom little shelf there is the little round circly one? So this is a really cool little set in that this one stencil does a whole cupcake design, and then it came with this fantastic little die. Okay, so this is great because it just makes this one little element. Then, well, there should be a finished one down at the bottom.
Oh.
Or did somebody move them from down at the bottom? Oh, nope, it's at the top. See right there, that circle? Yeah, perfect. Thank you. I knew I made one. I probably should glue it on something, but yeah, thanks. Okay. So this makes this, okay, your die and your set of stencils. So this release, they came out with something similar but different, okay? So what we have is we have a whole little set of silhouette, or not silhouette, of sentiment stamps. These are postage collage circle sentiments and the die that goes with it. Okay, so it's a similar die to this one, but a different size, you can see. And then Jamie and I were just talking about this as well, because in this set, you also get circle postage stamp elements, okay? But it is also a different size than that one. So this way you can do all kinds of really, really fun, I'm going to pop this open real quick. Really fun, like, postage elements that you get to glue on your projects. Okay. So this stamp is $8.99 and it says, sealed with love, happy birthday, just a note, love you, post office, which I like. This one will be a kind of a cool one for like 4th of July, something like that. And then this one says, miss you. And so you can stamp them. They look really cute embossed or inked, and then you can cut that out. Now, these guys in here, you can use with some of the other stuff that comes out. You know, like you could make, that actually would fit really cute, right? So you could make the little fishing dude and make him into an element, okay? The fishing dude, that's the official term. Okay, so that's that one. And then this one is new. This is the one that you guys, I can't actually send out an email about this, so you have to just watch it in the middle of the video. Okay, $8.99. This is for the new release, and this one is so fun. So it can be used with collage, but what I really, really liked about it is that it has just these little tiny elements. So for sewers, it's fantastic because you've got great little scissors and they're little, right? And then you have a button. You have this one, which is your postage cancellation, but stitched, which is super fun. Couple of, you know, little sewing puns and some needles here. And this one says so much love. And this die will also cut out that circle. Okay. But now the reason I wanted to pop this open is because curiosity gets the best of me. And I'm wondering, is this sized for that? And it is. Cute, right? So if you have this one, you have a little die in your main set that will cut that out. And most likely, That one will do that one too. That one might be a little bit bigger though. Do we have any smaller sizes? Nope. We have that one. We might have a smaller size in a different one though, huh? There's a lot of stuff. Oh, Brooklyn, would you mind bringing me those printouts that's on the printer? Pretty please. Okay. Thank you, him. Okay, so there's that one. And then, what? Did you say G's?
No.
Oh. You know what? Could you grab me the die for this? I think I forgot to grab the die for the envelope. Whoa. Is that how that printed?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, that's not going to work. That is horrible. Okay, thank you. Can you hand me the die, that envelope die right there? Yeah.
You didn't have it?
I missed grabbing it. Okay. So this one is also new. This is called the Postage Collage Envelope Die. And this one is kind of an odd one, but I think I'm going to pop this open and can you check if that's right?
Oh, I may have messed that up.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm looking for, so I'm going to cut one of these really quick, just kind of to give you guys an idea, because this die itself kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense until you see the stencils that it goes with. Okay, so I've got all of my good plates. Hold on. I want a bottom plate and a top plate. Oh, that's okay. I'll do this one. Okay.
Well, I think I got it right.
Is it? Maybe that's because it's a little smaller. What was this one called?
Postage Collage Envelope Die.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so this one's only $15.99. That was, we thought, wow, that seems low, but nope, that's right. Okay, so it's a good price for this background die. And then let me run this through real quick. Oh,
Did it smack you?
yeah. Okay. So then it cuts a pattern kind of like, not kind of like, exactly like that. Okay. Now, does this go like, it went like this.
Yeah, it went sideways.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So then what we have is we have two different stencils. One that goes with this particular die, and then one that can go with like this die or the other die that has the straight lines and creates little, basically envelope fronts. It is so flippin' cute. So this one, I need a dark color. This will work. So you guys, this stencil right here, when you do this on the postage collage with the die cut, you get all of these adorable little stamps. Can you see those? And you get these little address lines. You can do it like a tone on tone almost to create really adorable little envelope fronts, and they can cut out so they're sort of like envelope stamps kind of a thing. But this one, I'm gonna do a darker background because I think that'll be a little bit better. Okay. So this one, if I recall, yes. Okay. I was like, oh gosh, I didn't mess this up. Okay. So we have, this is only a 2-part stencil, and this one right here is going to make the flaps Okay. And maybe, just maybe, can I have the Stampin' Stencil tool? Oh, how about right here? I'm going to just go for it. Just go for it. Since we're already almost there. Okay, so I'm going to line this one up. That lines up pretty stinking easy. Okay, and
What color?
what do we think? Like a light blue, maybe? I don't know. I might have to grab a different. Let's try purple. You guys, I broke my brush the other day, so.
Bless you.
Thank you. I have no idea. Oh, there's enough ink in here for this to work. Okay, so I'm going to just very lightly take this because it's already broken. Oh, well, how'd I line this up? It's a little bit easier to line this up when I'm not on camera, but that's okay. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be good enough.
Yeah, the camera is right where your head
It's
needs
right,
to be.
yeah. So, but there was just enough ink in here to make this work. Okay. So, oh my gosh, even that's like really cute, right? And then we're gonna grab this one. You know, I have to tell you, layering stencils always excite me. It's like
'em.
they just have that element, right? Of it's so easy, and there's that peel and reveal.
You can't go wrong with purple and turquoise.
Okay, we're going with turquoise. Let's see. All right. Here we go. This one doesn't have quite as much ink. Oh, well, kind of it does, but I also can push harder because it has a whole handle.
See how you break yours? When I hold mine, I hold my finger on the.
On this?
Yeah, you're holding them in a different. I hold them more like a pencil, like a.
But you know, I have to say, I have had mine.
Like this.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not surprised that I break it because I don't think this is really the right way to. But I've had mine for so long that I'm actually really surprised I've only broke 2.
Yeah.
So.
And I think it's fair to say you use more than the rest of us combined.
I use a lot, yeah. Well, and also, you know, mine have a lot of beginner energy in them because we use them for demos and all kinds of stuff. So, or we allow the director to use them too, occasionally. You know, this is also a lot easier, Jamie, if I had just put some more ink in.
Yeah, but I think.
But where's the fun?
Payoff.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. Okay, so. Oh. This is why I love the Stampin' Stencil tool because I don't have to. Oh, so cute. Oh my gosh. All right. So there's that. And then I am going to hand this over to Jamie, I think. No, we can do it. I can do it.
In case you hadn't noticed, we got a whole bunch of yeses from the question, is he not in his right mind?
Oh, is that what the question was when everybody said yes?
Remember we told everybody to say yes if...
Oh, yeah. You know, it's funny because when I go back and read comments, I cannot tell a lot of times when there's, you know, those kind of things. Yeah. I can't tell what they go with. So... Because, you know, when you talk for an hour, sometimes it's hard to remember what you said.
Diane says, cool bottle. Donna, love the bottle. Donna says, join you for tequila. So you already read those.
Yeah.
Kelly and Donna, or Kelly says yes. Donna said no.
What did Donna say no to? Oh, that he's not crazy? I think Donna likes Brooklyn more than...
Heather says yes. Kelly Ledoux Marshall says hello.
She has faith in his non-craziness.
Susan Towner says hi.
Okay, so I am using my magnetic platform today, which is working in my favor, I think, because it's a little bit hard for me to line this up perfectly because of that camera.
Do you want...
So...
Is there the, what you call it, tape over here somewhere?
The magnetic's perfectly fine. It's
okay.
just, it's more user. situation here at this point. So that'll work.
I have found that with big stencils like that, the magnetic platform works really well. It's the itty bitty dies that it'll make jump because of the magnet placement.
Right. And that's okay. All right. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. That is darling. All right. So then you could actually like stamp and embellish these, do all kinds of little things if you wanted to. You can even pull them apart and you will have the most adorable little envelope embellishments. Okay. So that's that one. And let's see. So $11.99 on the stencil set, because there's only two, and $15.99 on the die. I think that one is adorable. All right, next up we have wait, there was something else. Okay. Oh, Jamie's on cleaning. Next up, we have some new sentiments from these guys. Okay, so this one is called...
That is alcohol, I was right.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I have 2 alcohol bottles. Clever. My big white one is always the alcohol. Okay, so this one is called Simply Said, and it just has a really, really nice set of kind of scripty words. It's $8.99. You get just a note, thank you, hello friend, in love and sympathy, which is a nice one. This is going to be a really nice font to go with that. If you were going to do like a sympathy card, something like that, because I think these would be really nice, or the butterflies. So that one is Simply Said, and then these guys. So this one is called Sealed Sentiments, and you guys, I love this because this one is, it's great for the back of cards. It's great for an envelope. It is, it's just fun for all of the handmade type cards that we do. A little ink and a lot of love. Sealed to say hello, especially too if you guys are using the wax seals. Part of this came out with like, I think they have a stamp and a die maybe that made a sort of like a faux seal that I did not somehow get ordered, it looks like. But so I think that was part of this release. But just an inky hello, sealed with inky fingers and love, birthday cheer, sealed with crafty flair, and stamped for my friend. So really nice sentiments. $15.99 on those. And then they have it packaged with the dies, okay, for $35.99. So, and when you get a package with the dies, it comes in this cute little storage envelope so that you can keep them together. I think, and then the last of the new goodies on here that I have to show you guys is so cute. It has to go with the voice, though. Are you ready? Okay, I'm going to drive myself nuts. Okay. It's micro. It is a micro postage collage. Oh my gosh.
It's utterly impractical. And once I saw it, I'm like, I'm getting one.
Yeah. It is ridiculously adorable. So it comes in quite possibly the tiniest package we've ever gotten a die in the store. Okay. Very, very small. And it is $5.99. You've got the cutest die, basically, ever. And then, for some reason, just to make it an even cuter bundle, they actually bagged the stencil, too. It's so cute, you guys. Oh, my gosh, it is cute. So, Jamie says we could use hers to make a little... You want to hand me one of those offcuts that you did? And I'll now... that one will work. Okay, so I'm going to just ink this really quick so that you guys can see how stinking cute this is. If you have small brushes, you could get some shading and definition in here. Okay. I don't know. Actually, my stencil is so small. It's so funny. I might actually need tape for this, though. I was like, oh, because, you know, the paper's always smaller than the stencil.
Right.
Yeah.
Where is your...
That is a good question.
Didn't it used to be...
Somewhere. Oh, my. Oh, right over there at the end. Nope, I got it. Yeah, I know. I was pointing in a complete different direction. It's in my hand, Jamie. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I'm fast. Okay. So, I'm just going to grab some of this maker's tape here from Sizzix, since I have a piece of paper that is ridiculously large for this adorable little thing. Okay. So, let's see. How about if we do... I think these brushes, some of them should be clean, actually. In all honesty, I think these should have been cleaned by our intern, but we'll give this a try. So what if we did a little lumberjack plaid and a little carved pumpkin? I do not know, honestly, if I can make this happen, but I'm going to try it. My red brush is too big, though.
Where? I know I've seen little brushes in here somewhere.
Oh, they're over
The
here.
little stick.
Yeah, we also have, this might be a good one for the spellbinders.
Yeah.
Those little tiny spellbinders ones. But, okay, so I'm just going to grab some different size brushes that I happen to have floating around. And I think what we're going to do, I have no idea if this is going to work. Okay, so I get a little bit of ink in here. And I don't have to worry about going on the outside of this the birthday fun paper. Kelly, I ordered the poppy before the birthday fun was announced, but I am going to be doing another order probably in the next couple days. So you can let me know which pieces of it that you had in mind. And so I can make sure that they get shipped with that as well. And they probably will be here because it's got to come from Australia. So maybe like a week and a half or something like that. Okay. So I'm going to just take this and gently try to color. I don't know how well this is going to work. Okay. At the tops of these little squares. I don't know if this is going to be really working, but
that one could definitely go through the sidekick.
Oh yeah, sidekick compatible for sure. Okay, and then just because I'm going to try lumberjack, but so because my brush is clean, I'm going to actually try to work this in. You can see kind of as I turn that ink is just sort of sitting on the top. And what can happen is when I take it to the paper, I can get a big smudge like that if I don't try to get this sort of worked more into the bristles. Okay. So then when I take it, see the difference? And that just comes from getting that ink worked into the brush. Also, because I don't want it this color, I do want it this color so that I can attempt to keep this where I want it to be. Okay. I have no idea how well this is going to work. So far, so good, though. This thing is way too cute. You know, we have some ladies that shop here that make miniatures. And I think there's a miniature store here in Edmonds, too. I haven't been there yet, but I'm always amazed at the amount of detail that they can get in something so microscopic, and the patience that they have to be able to make miniatures. But miniatures are like, they're so cute. Oh my gosh. They're so cute. And it's just like a tiny everything. Like you could make a tiny fried chicken. Why did fried chicken come to mind? Of all the things you could make a tiny one. Oh my god, why not a tiny fried chicken? Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good.
I guess I know what you're having for dinner.
I'm going to probably have a bean burrito. I know. Really exciting. Which is why it's even weirder that, you know, fried chicken came. Okay. So when using the orange and the red, once I could make sure I got the orange kind of in place to give me a guide for the red, then I could get the red in darker, but red is going to overpower the orange. So now I can come back in with like a little bit brighter version of that orange. Okay. And it's just this little teeny baby one down here at the bottom that's giving me a, oops, giving me a little bit of a fit. So even a smaller brush would be great for doing this, but you know, sometimes you just work with what's within reach. Okay. So cute.
And I think the bird and maybe the ducks would actually fit in some of those.
Some of these little things might actually fit. Now, just for fun, okay, I have one. Oh my God, look at how cute that is. I can't even stand it. But I am going to make a couple others just really quick so that we'll have something to actually
Cut apart?
Yeah, just in case we want to. Because I'm not sure that I'll be able to. Oops, plus I think I moved this. Does feel like it's moving a little bit. I just don't think my tape is down very good. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to try a little bit different version of shading with this red. I'm going to just go right down the middle. See if I can make this easier on myself. That looks good. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Oh my God, this is so cute. All right, so I'm going to hand that over to Jamie.
Ready to clean?
Ready to clean. And then we are going to take the cutest die you've ever seen. And we're going to cut these little suckers. But these ones are small enough that even with the magnetic plate, I will most likely want to tape this down. Okay, so all right, let me get this one. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can handle this. It's too cute. Just a little wee one. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I will probably need to poke those things out before I can do another run. So let me snag this guy, and then we are going to, there was something else. Oh, we're going to work with this one today.
The joys of a brush.
Ah, oh, she's fast. Look at that. I didn't even get anywhere on the next project. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So.
I love my dye brush.
Yes, it is kind of an indispensable tool, isn't it?
For cleaning up 10 million holes. Yeah.
Yeah, which the postage collage does suffer from the 10 million hole problem. Okay.
I want to see this.
Yeah.
Oh. Adorable.
Okay, hold on a moment, friends. Here we go. Oh my gosh. And you know, you could get so many of these out of like a piece of paper if you actually even cut them down to size beforehand, because then you wouldn't get that ink like right everywhere.
You could even do a whole collage on one little ATC.
Oh, you could? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Do you do ATCs?
I do not, but I like seeing people's ideas because they give me card making ideas.
Yeah.
And I remember on some of the Tim Holtz videos, people who would do just they just have a thing of ATCs and keep them and then they use them later as elements on cards. So they have, basically they're making their own ephemera.
Yeah. We used to have a club here that met and traded, but that was a while ago. Okay. So we've got a couple of these, and they are absolutely adorable. Okay, so I think for the sake of my sanity, I am going to take this and probably stick these guys on here because that seems like the only way I would be able to hang on to these. Now, if we were to look at these silhouette stamps, now mind you guys, these are not specifically designed to use on the Uber Mini, but you 100% could use at least some of these because they do have some very, very small elements. Okay.
This one's mine. I think the bird might fit, or the duck.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let's see. Okay. So, one of these I want to stamp and tear it apart, okay? One I'll probably just leave so people can see what that little set makes, because otherwise you couldn't really tell. But one of these I think I would stamp and tear apart. And if I'm going to tear it apart, that means that I can use, like this big tall one, I can use that one as a silhouette stamp, or I can use it turned the other way. So if I wanted to have it be like with the little duck on there going like so. Okay. Now granted, I did orange and red, which isn't super duck friendly, but the other thing you might want to do is, depending on the size of your stamp, can I have the stencil back now that it's already put away?
I was too fast.
You were fast. Okay, thank you. Okay, so if we take and we've die cut this now, and now we put the stencil back in place, and now that it's die cut, okay, I'll hold this up so you guys can see, but the sticky grid, see, it has just enough stick that it should hold that in place, okay? So now when we take these guys, and let's say we want to do just a little bit of grass, maybe like in the, in the corner of that one or something, just for some little pretties, okay? So let me get out a teeny weeny.
Or also do a stamp that will stamp in over all the squares. One image that goes over all the squares, and then when you take the stencil away, it looks like an exploded image.
Yes.
But you need one that kind of,
We could do that on, well, it's not like we can't make more of these, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to try, what color should we stamp with, though?
Oh, Nocturne. Make it easy.
Make it easy? Okay. It's going to stain your stuff, though. Just,
you think my stamps aren't going to get stained with Nocturne at home?
I know.
Like 5 minutes after they get home? Really?
Okay. So I'm thinking maybe we try that one. I think that would be cute. Right there? Yep.
Since you're doing over ink that hasn't been dried, you might want to do it with your stamp lid.
Yeah, you're right. I was contemplating that. It's so small that it seems almost ridiculous, but...
But you might need to double...
Yeah, and over the stencil because of the edge. You're right.
So I think the black chart I put back behind you.
So, should we go this color or black?
I would do black.
Oh, Jamie. Okay. Oh, Jamie. Okay, we're gonna do black. All right. We'll just do a couple of these, and then we can. Oh. Let me just put that back in place. Did you guys see the stamp kind of took the stencil with it? The sticky grid will hold it in place enough, but a brand new stamp is fairly sticky. So I am just going to ink the little
seed heads.
Is that, yeah.
Or are they bulrushes?
I think they're grasses of some sort.
That one might be the cattails. They kind of look like cattails to me. Because it's Lakeside stamp set. I'm calling them cattails.
Okay, that's fine.
Or if you're British, bulrushes.
Oh,
actually, the ones at the top are cat heads. You're right. These are little seed heads.
Yeah. Or there's that grass. There's a grass that grows out by the water too that has almost like fluff, like fur.
Yep.
Oh, see, and I didn't put that in far enough. Fudge balls.
Didn't put what in for it?
The stamp.
I think you did.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, wait. Can I put a bird?
Yeah.
Did you find the baby wipes?
Here's the littlest bird. I never looked for the baby wipes. That was Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn, can you bring the baby wipes over? No. Thank you. Okay, so this one, it's gonna be tough to fit in there. Oh my God, this is way too cute though. I can't even hardly stand it. All right.
There you go. Is it?
No.
No.
Thank you, dear. Okay. Okay. Okay, I can actually see myself getting somewhat obsessed with, okay, I know you wanted black, but I think for the tiny size, Jamie, I gotta try this one. I know, sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna try, because normally when we do silhouettes, you get this really bold image in black, but it's so small that I don't know if this is gonna be better, but I'm gonna try this little bird in, I'm still using the VersaFine Claire, but I'm gonna use it in, kind of a coordinating color. Ooh, that's pretty good, but now maybe it won't be dark enough. All right. What if we add...
Can you get some black just on the edges of that bird?
Oh, Jamie. I'm going to make it purple.
Okay.
I don't know if this is a really good idea, but I am going to do it. Okay.
It's play day.
Yeah. So this will make it not quite so black, but also not quite so pink.
Yeah, that's what I love about...
That's actually really pretty.
In the VersaFine Claire, I often use, what is it, the pine cone and the twilight, the dark blue.
Yes, yes. So actually, you guys, I really, really like this. we're going to move on to the other thing here. So I didn't quite line up the grass all that well, but look at that bird. So by doing it red first and then purple over the top, it's a silhouette in black, but it is just a little bit of an off color that coordinates with that. Okay, so yeah, I know, Mary. Hi, Mary.
You gotta cut one of them apart.
Can't I just tear them, or do I have to cut them?
With that paper, I'm not sure that it would tear very well.
Okay. Jamie says I have to cut it apart. All right.
Just one.
No, we will.
Itty-bitty
We
little-
will.
itty-bitty.
Yeah.
Teeny tiny
Well,
little-
why is it that our voices have to go into like ridiculous stage, right?
Like when you're talking to a baby?
Yeah. So, I am going to put this on a dark surface. Oh, jeez. Because that will help me, and I don't know how much you guys can see, but it helps me see where the holes are along this cut line here. Because white against the white mat can make it a little bit tricky to tell. Okay. And I'm cutting with gusto. Once I get it in place, I will cut with gusto. No reason other than, oh my gosh, this is maybe the cutest thing like ever. Okay, so they decided to do a mini set because it is the anniversary. I think they've been doing this since 2023. So it's the 2-year anniversary of the postage collage. Feels like we have been playing with these for longer than 2 years, doesn't it?
Where did the
But
stencil go? Oh, right in front of me. I cleaned it. Sorry.
no, that's white.
White on a white paper towel.
Yeah.
I was like, where could it be?
Okay. Boop. All right. Oh my God. Oh, now look. How cute are those, you guys?
Oh, where's
My gosh. Okay. Anyways, we're going to move on. Those are the minis. Okay. So next up, what we want to do is, let me get this guy back. Okay. Oh.
What?
I have something I want to try also. Okay. So I'm going to grab again my Stampin' Stencil tool. Okay. And we are going to pull out yesterday. Was it yesterday we talked about Penny Black, or was that Wednesday? Wednesday. Wednesday we talked about Penny Black. Okay. That goes with these stamps. I gave you all the stamps back, right? Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
So we talked about this really fantastic set of background basics. Okay. So the background basics has 8 stencils in here for $18.99, and these are going to be perfect masking stencils to create inky backgrounds. So we are going to do maybe this one. Is this the one we want to do? That gives us 4. No, let's do one of the other ones. I need a small stencil though.
The circle would be.
Let's do this one maybe, because I think that we can fit stuff in.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. I think.
I don't know. With 4, you could build little scenes in them, and especially that big heron stamp.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to pop these out?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to let Jamie do it. This is the set she's taking home with her. That way, if you want those.
Yep.
That way, it's out of my hands. But I'm going to go get something. I will be right back. I don't know if this is going to work, but it is something that just came in, and I am really excited to play with. Where's the one that says glow? Brooklyn. Do you have more up there with you? Well, look where I am. This is glow on it.
So guys, just an FYI to you, when I take these out, I'm not really cutting. I'm just bringing it up against the edge of it and letting it pop. That way I don't risk cutting my stencil, because you know I would.
Oh, there's more up here?
Kind of resting against it.
I can't see this one.
I'm sorry, I was out of screen for that. This would probably be better with an X-Acto. Less risky. But these little divots are strong enough that I wouldn't just pull them.
What? Okay, Jamie.
What?
You might have to start inking.
Okay. What colors?
Dealer's choice. But like blues and such, maybe.
Okay. Let's see. Blue brush, blue brush. Gosh. Mariner. I like Salty Ocean. Ooh, Tumbled Glass. Okay, guys, so Brooke is looking for something. These are sized so that they don't overhang, which is, on the one hand, is nice because then you don't have to worry about lining up with almost invisible lines. But on the other hand,
So I know if I'm not crazy.
means if you don't want it to move, you do gotta tape.
Oh, because that one is exactly the size.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got Tumbled Glass, Salty Ocean, and Uncharted Mariner, and I'm rethinking that.
I think you should go, you should throw in a little Villainous Potion to do it darker at the top
So you want dark at the top?
of the squares.
Like these top or this top? Are we doing portrait or landscape?
Landscape.
Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't find what I was looking for. I might have been crazy. So, which, you know, stands to reason.
So, all these do, I lied. Some of these do just pop right apart and don't need
I
to be
think the
cut.
little ones you just be careful with.
Yeah, you don't want to
because
rip them.
You don't want to rip them, and
So, because I want...
So I'll just show you guys, because you can't see it very well, but if you hold it up right here, okay, there's just that little plastic one. This one's not going to make that big of a difference, but if you're inking and it has just that little tiny bit of plastic, your edge won't be perfectly straight. So
I'm in Tumbled Glass.
which is really light, so.
Yeah, but, so, I'm going to do the whole thing in Tumbled Glass first. Just lay down a layer.
So which, are you looking it up for me?
Okay.
I saw this.
So, probably, this is not, I am not getting a lot of color off this pad. This one might need to be re-inked. So, just a reminder, you know, for anyone who doesn't know, like Brooke said earlier, when you first start inking, you want to rub it into your craft mat really quick to kind of evenly distribute it on the bristles. And
I think you just move on from Tumbled Glass. It doesn't ink fast enough because it's pretty light.
Well, and I think your pad is pretty dry because
It's really dry.
Mine at home.
Yeah, because we want to get through this one.
Yes.
So I just moved to Salty Ocean. I think that'll
and the cool thing about that though, even though it's light, once you take that off, you're still gonna really see it.
Yeah, that you will.
Because the contrast between the white cardstock and the
same brushes is fine.
Okay, this is Salty Ocean. And I'm rubbing it off on the craft mat. And I'm going to take this square from one of the other stencils and do this.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
So, built-in mask. And the sticky up there will hold most of it. So, maybe kind of down the edges a little. You want more, less?
Nope, that's good. Just...
That gives me also a place to rest my hand.
That's true. It doesn't get ink everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops, got a little globby on that edge.
Well, hi, Janice. That's okay. Showing up late. I hope you're doing good. And Susan says she'd use scissors because she cut her finger on the paper cutter. Oh, I think she's talking about for the tiny.
Oh.
You know what's really fantastic about those tonic trimmers, the guillotine trimmers, Tim Holtz trimmers, or even tonic branded ones?
That's not the lid.
Is that their guillotines are designed so that even if you slam it down on your finger, you get to keep your finger. Which is a really great safety thing. It hurts like the dickens, I can tell you from personal experience, but I do still have all my fingers. So,
this is just a smidge of Uncharted Meritor, which also seems to be a little dry.
Just go in it with a lot of color. Yeah. There you go. Plus you're using really small brushes.
I am.
So. So if you like the old school guillotines, the ones, you know, that they had at schools and stuff like that, those ones were a little bit dangerous, but
you could take a whole finger off.
You could definitely do that. But these ones are designed so that if you do slam it down because you're not paying attention, which I have done,
those are about even-ish.
It's already 6. We gotta roll.
Yeah,
Go fast. Get a bigger brush.
Well, I was just gonna do not the whole thing, but just a little edge of purple. No, where did you want the purple?
I'm gonna tap in.
Yep.
Okay. Now we're in speed crafting.
Plus that is not me.
I can tell. But it's okay because okay, we're gonna slap some purple down here.
Oh, I see what you meant. Okay.
Yeah. You know, it's hard when you have something in your head, right? And then you have to, was this, I don't know if this was the right one.
I used that one on the blues, but it doesn't matter.
Because this will give us a nice dramatic edge.
Oh, you want really dark color. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Different visions.
Yep. That's okay.
So when I was in 8th grade, they sent us to this camp, which our school got disinvited from ever going back to again. It was.
What did you do, Jamie? What did you do?
I slept through the overnight thing where they, I don't know what all happened on that last night. It was a weekend getaway camp. But on the way out, they told our teachers, yeah, you're not coming back here.
Oh my gosh. So you got the whole school kicked out?
It was the junior high, but remember, I come from a small school, so it was like 80 kids.
A whole troublemaker school?
Well, no, they decided, because most of them had never been away to camp. We're rural. Never been away to a group camp like that, away from your parents and whatnot, although we did have parents who came each night to sleep in the cabins with us, chaperones. But The kids snuck out, left the chaperone sleeping, and decided to reenact all their favorite teen camp movies.
Oh, well, hopefully that wasn't like Halloween or with Michael Myers or something like that.
Not horror movies, but they were doing their best to reenact
all the drinking and the making out.
We were 8th graders. But,
maybe not the making out.
They were doing their best to be at least PG-13.
Oh.
And I know some of those kids back then were couples, so yeah, there was more than making out for some who could get away with it. But
that's funny. Yeah, you know, kids will be kids, right?
Yeah. But one of the activities, the thing that brought this to mind, is that they had one person with a picture, but she couldn't show, you know, they picked one person, couldn't show the rest of the group, and she had to describe what to do to achieve what was in the picture.
Oh, those games are fun. And frustrating.
It was quite illuminating.
Okay, so before I take this off, we're going to do the stamping so that we can get this. Where did the stamp set go?
It is right here.
Okay, so that we can get this sample one done. Now, when we look at the lake sunset, now remember, these ones actually are sized to go with blocks that are this big, okay? So we do have a little bit bigger blocks than we would say normally, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I think like I will take this one and stamp that right there. This one will go nice right in this corner. Some of these are already designed, so you have some cool corners to work with. And I think we should make each one have its own little image. Otherwise, the tops, hang on a minute. I feel like purple needs to be at the top. I don't know why that is, but that's how I'm feeling. So I'm just going to turn the whole thing around. Okay, so what do we think? What do we think?
I would love to see at least part of that crane in one of them.
Okay, that's fair. So if we do like that one, maybe like so, or do you think we should do them standing up? I think we should do it standing up. Nope, now I've done the ink the wrong way. Okay. Oh, speed crafting.
Panic sets in.
I know, right? Okay, what do we have? What if we do...
Oh, nice.
I don't know. Let's see.
I'm liking it. 2 for 1.
I know, right? And then, so we'll create this little bit down here. Okay, so question. Is Jamie going to let me go with a dark purple? She is, because I have access to the inks. She's cringing a little, but that's okay.
My internal no is shouting loud.
I gave her the option, but you know, she doesn't speak up before I said it. So you know, that's how that goes. Okay. So chaos. All right, you guys, I'm trying to be fast. Tap, 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 tap. This is, okay, so Versifying Claire. This is Monarch. I thought I grabbed a darker purple, but this one's pretty good, I think. Well, we'll see, won't we? Otherwise, Jamie will give me a big fat I told you so.
No, purple will look good.
I think the purple will look really good. And then I'll show you why I wanted to go with purple, okay? Just this middle part. This part I knew might be a tricky one because of having that stencil.
Yeah, it creates a
right in the middle. Yeah. So what is Brooke going to do? What is she going to do?
Well, if it was in black, you could take your little Pigma pen and fill in.
Brooke's not going to do that, though. But, so Brooke has decided that that one doesn't work over the middle of the stencil. However, we do have other stamps to choose from.
I wouldn't say it doesn't work. I mean,
well,
it's wispy grasses. That's.
But what if we just take this
and do some more grass to help fill in?
Yeah. Right about there.
Maybe a little lower.
Oh, okay. Jamie says a little lower.
Yeah, a little lower than the original ones.
What about that?
Yeah.
Or lower?
Maybe a little lower, just a smidge. Yeah.
She says right here. Okay.
So it's like framing it in with the foliage.
Okay. I'm trying to fill in one that goes right to that edge. Oh, but I'm going to have to take these guys off. All right.
Sticky is good. It's when the stamps stop sticking that
That's
frustration
right.
ensues.
That is right. And then I get to just hand these over to Jamie. Can you guys hear my fingers squeaking on this? Hi, Trey. Oh, you're going to see a movie? What are you going to see? That sounds fun. I haven't been to the movies in a long time.
I haven't been to the movie since before COVID.
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering. Have we been to the movies since COVID, Brooklyn?
I don't know.
Okay, nobody knows. Oops. I do it in black. I'll totally mess everything up. Okay. All right, we're going to see if I can do this. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to just use my fingers here because I really need it to get right in that part. Oh! Bravo! Look at that. I love it. Okay. And does it make a hot, inky mess on the stencil? Yes. But at some point, I may hand this over to Jamie and let her just clean, because I know she's probably going to be like, this is the last time that you get to use anything of mine.
Please. You know, like we already said, as soon as I get home and start using them,
they will be very, very inky.
They will be very inky and stained.
Okay. So
stains don't bother me. Now, if you left paint crusties on my stencil,
oh, good gosh. I mean, that's almost blasphemous, right?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. I mean, I would do it on, but not on yours. Cleaning's optional. So, oh, Thunderbolts! I saw the ad for that. That looks like it'll be really good. It's supposed to be funny too, isn't it? I seem to think. Okay. All right. Perfect. Ooh, I like it. Okay. I think that good. That kind of fixed that hole in the middle part that we ran into.
So did you shoot your wad on the stamps on the bottom frames?
Yeah, I did. But that's okay, because this one is really mostly bottom frames based on this. So I might just put a couple of the flying birds up top and then a...
We can put this back there so you can get some foliage coming up, peeking up the tops if you want.
It's okay. I was going to put this little guy right here for you. If I do his legs right on that edge, that should put it right where we want him to be. And then, which way does this bird go? I think that bird is going like so. And I might have to stamp these birds a couple times.
Yeah, to give some fill.
Yeah, but that's okay. All right, so almost there, guys. Almost there. Now, for the crane, I'm going to do that one in black. Okay? Because then I think he will stand out and all of the birds will be still in the purple. Now, for those of you guys, I know a lot of you guys are familiar with the VersaFine Claire, but it is the stamp ink that works like a champ for silhouette stamps. Ooh, that is nice. So it makes the crane a little bit darker and stands out just a little bit. So,
well, and the other reason that it's so great for silhouette stamping on top of other ink is that if you used a dye-based ink, the re-wetting of that ink can reactivate the dye ink that we used on the ink blending, whereas if you use VersaFine Clear, it tends to stay crisp because it's oil-based.
Ah, see? That is science at work.
Also, with the VersaFine Clear, if you decided you needed some more color in the ink blending, you could go in and go over it, and the VersaFine Clear is not going to budge.
Okay, so I am just putting in a couple of extra birds here, kind of like that, and my sentiment will go over here, okay? Which I may not actually do on the video.
The crane's still on there.
Yep, okay. I'm going to do him one more time in black just for the fun of it. Give him just another little kiss. And had I actually dried this in between, he would be gorgeous in like clear embossing. But I didn't, so okay. All right. The lid is so big. Okay, I'm going to hand this up to you.
Well, and your phone is so low.
I know, right? So people could actually hopefully see it. Oh, I'm not even on the screen. Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah, because you had moved for the stand. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, now they can see it.
Now they can see? Yeah. Okay, so now you guys, are you ready? Look at this.
So pretty.
Okay, so this is our stamped image, okay? So you can get this same effect with using the postage one. I didn't have the stencil, so we were a little stuck on that. But this is the penny black masking ones, and you can see that they work really, really well for that also. And so this one here, where I tried to do it over the middle, that didn't really work, okay? We know that now. But doing it where the stamp is off of the stencil just a little, and then you put it in, that works. It's just when it had to go over the hump that it didn't work. Now, I will show you guys somewhere on this table. Oh, I just got a box of sample stuff from Spellbinders that we are going to make a bunch of sample cards. But I found, I could use these too. Yeah. I didn't plan for this one though. In my head, I know we talked about it, Jamie.
Yeah.
And in my head, I still planned for this one. Yeah. So, because this is a set, this went with the cars, and it has the tiniest little die words. So I love this one, which I would not have actually looked twice at it, but I'm glad they sent it to us, because look at this. You can have, for those of you guys that like peel-off stickers, you can do the background, but look, you can, well, you might have to actually not say birthday happy. You might have to say happy birthday. And this is backwards, you guys. But look at how well that's going to fit in with even, look at this, even in the postage collage. This is going to fit so good, you guys. Look at that. You can make stamps with these word dies. Look at, very excited. So I will finish this. I will post a picture online so you guys can see the finished. And thank you for joining us. It was really like we had no idea what we were going to play with today. So very, very quickly, we have the sentiment stamp only for sealed sentiment is $15.99. With the die, it's $35.99. The Lake Sunset silhouette stamp is $15.99. These are all $15.99. Tropical Sunset, Forest Sunset, and then we also have Wild Butterflies and Wild Birds. The Little Tiny Mini is $5.99. Okay. That's the, I don't even know where that sample went. It's so little. Here. Oh my God, it's so cute. This little thing that's ridiculously adorable. We have the stencil that creates this, which I actually really love that we did this one. This is $11.99 for the stencil and $15.99 for the die that cuts this amazing background, which is somewhere in here. There it is. Okay. And then to go with the regular postage collage stencil, if you want to create kind of stamped, addressed envelope stamp looking stamps, this is the postage collage addressed envelope stencil.
Sorry.
$5.99. Yeah. Nope. It fully deserved to be. Yeah. Postage collage so fun stamp is $8.99. The Simply Said Sentiments is $8.99, and the postage collage circle sentiments stamps is $8.99, and the die that goes with it is only $3.50. I think I got through it. I have one of these in stock too, if somebody still needs it, because this is going to be really key to those silhouette stamps. So this is the postage collage block stencil, $5.99, and the actual main die is back in stock at $9.99. Oh my gosh, lots of stuff we covered. Oh, and don't forget the penny black stencils. I think we have a handful of these left because I know people have been really excited about them.
You do.
$18.99 for 8 masking stencils. What? Plus you get the masks. So you get the whole and you get the mask. Anyways, you guys, thank you for hanging in there. And I think that the drinking started at the beginning, and then he so enjoyed it, he just never came back. So, yeah, Kelly says I should drink some whiskey. So the question is he going to share? I don't know. So he might think that I don't appreciate enough. But you guys have a wonderful Friday, and thank you so much for hanging in there with us. Have a good one. Bye.